Hi, welcome to the Marsh, which of course these days means welcome to my living room and the living rooms and other rooms of the performers you're going to see here tonight. This will be new work. There's always something a little miraculous about that, even when we're creating new work in the privacy of our own homes. This is all stuff that did not exist just a few short months ago. I wanted to mention that tonight we're going to leave a couple mics unmuted so that the performers get a little bit of auditory feedback on their performance and to be able to give them a little applause at the end. There will be 3 performers tonight, and tomorrow night we will have another show with 4 other performers. So be sure and come back and see them tomorrow night if you possibly can. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce our first performer for tonight. This is Elizabeth Duval. She's performing an excerpt from Benjamin's Passion.
The next year, big news, Renee. Betty is bringing Tony Pimble to choreograph on us. I can't wait to see what she creates. Tony Pimble? Yay. I'm sorry. Who is she? Cassie. She's the artistic director and choreographer for Eugene Ballet. She has done some nice work. Cool. It'll be fun to work with a new choreographer. Everyone is excited, except for Benjamin. He seems a bit put out. Betty, director with no soul. I think she tried to get rid of me. She bring in director of other big American company to make dance. She no like ballet or me. I stay. Elizabeth. I wonder. He walks over to me. There is a very great story by Pushkin, favorite Russian writer. Story name, The Stone Geist. I think I make ballet on this story. I think maybe you be lead dancer. I think you'd be good. Wow. Okay. Stone Geist story is love triangle between woman, husband, Don Juan. Don Juan, see woman, you, go to husband grave every day, 5 years. He wants her. He dresses as monk to go pray with her. Then tears off cloak and says, I am Don Juan. Come to me. She scream, no, you killed my husband. Then he breathes. Statue of husband come to life, kill Don Juan. She faint. But Benjamin, why would she scream no and then a few minutes later agree to be with him? Old-time women say no. She mean yes. How very old world. And not in a good way. I mean, seriously, how do men convince themselves of ideas like this? But it's the piece that matters. His narrative doesn't make dramatic sense. You don't just scream and then run off with your husband's killer. Still, as I've said before, make it work is my motto. So I don't argue because I'm a good little intense lamb dancing the narrative has handed to me. And rehearsals are fun. His choreography isn't brilliant or dramatically logical, but it takes all of my technique and then some to pull it off. And it is high drama. Yes, I can bite this off, fight it, wrestle it to the ground, and maybe emerge on the other side victorious. It just doesn't get better than this. One night, I'm home. There's a knock at my door. No one ever knocks on my door. Not many know where I live. Benjamin, come with me. I take you to dinner. Oh, I so don't want this to happen. How do I get out of this? Oh, thank you. You're the director. I'm the dancer. We can't go out. I'm sorry. Like, there's no reason. But there's no one around to help if when I say no, he thinks I mean yes. Oh, Benjamin, it's so sweet of you to ask me. But we can't go out for dinner. I'm sorry. Thank you, though. He continues to stand at the door. I have to find a way to get him to leave. But don't hurt him. Benjamin? I'm sorry. No. How dangerous is it to reject one's thoughts? Back in the studio, Betty, the executive director, arrives one morning after class with another woman in tow. Everyone, I want you all to meet Toni Pimble, the artistic director of Eugene Ballet and our guest choreographer for the season. We are so excited to have her here. I'm going to let her tell you all about the piece she's going to make for you. Thank you, Betty. It's a pleasure to be here, and I look forward to working with you all. My idea is based on old Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers films. We'll make a movement collage using Gershwin's Rhapsody in Blue. Stephanie, you'll be Sid Charisse. Don, Fred Astaire. Elizabeth, Ginger Rogers. I've made tapes of the films that I've been referencing to give to you to watch. Stephanie, watch the cast scene. Don, Elizabeth, watch the duet. Oh my gosh! I'm Ginger! This is going to be so much fun! Stressful, but fun. Toni knows precisely what she wants. I have to get my neck to completely release on these head swirls. It feels so unnatural. And I have to give Dawn all of my weight rather than stand on my own 2 feet. But once I get it, it feels... Such perfect synchronicity. None of the melodrama or technical tricks of Stone guessed. Still, I get the sense that Toni's used to people picking things up faster than this. She's very guarded and holds things close to her chest. But I don't think I please her. She's not in town for long, though, just long enough to set the ballet, and then she heads back to Eugene. We continue with rehearsals, and then it's just the fun and the freedom of the dance. The crescendo of the music as it swells right before our entrance. We run out. There's no thought, no effort, just a current of movement. After rehearsal one day, Renee and I are in the dressing room. So, Liz, what's up? You've been looking mighty stressed lately. Do you want to go to Hannah's and get a margarita or something? Right. I'm not sure I should say anything, but what would you do if somebody you worked for ended up on your doorstep trying to ask you out? Have you ever had anything like that happen? How would you convince him that you're not interested without hurting his feelings? Benjamin. Yes, he's been on my doorstep twice now. I didn't want to say anything, but how did you know? He was on my doorstep for the last 2 years, and I have a boyfriend. It took him that long. It's horrible. He seems to think I'm just being coy. He sees whoever's doing his lead as his muse. It becomes his vision. I think he sees you as his muse now. So he's feeling a little romantic about you. He was on your doorstep? How did you keep quiet about it for so long? And somehow you managed not to upset him and to keep your cool for 2 years. I don't know how to do that. I mean, I feel like I need to go up to everybody and just talk to them, or go up to him directly and say, no, go, I am not interested. But then he'll be angry, and there's no telling what the repercussions will be. I have to find a way to get him to understand, but make him feel good at the same time. Well, why don't you just tell him you have a boyfriend? I know, I've just never been a good liar. I think I could manage at least that little white lie, but I can't seem to. Rehearsals continue. Benjamin occasionally stops by, but not often. It's manageable, if uncomfortable. My attempts to ward him off do not seem to affect rehearsals, which are frustrating only because he seems intent on making my solo as hard as he possibly can. When I tell him that my left leg is much stronger than my right leg, that seems to goad him into creating this insane inverted fuerte series. He responds to my look with an evil grin and says, you say you can turn on left leg, so I give you. Problem? Opening night. The orchestra warms up. I am on stage, a curtain between me and the arriving audience. A few of us practice the steps we are most afraid of. This insane inverted fuerte series, freaking impossible. Oh, I need space. Oh, shoot. Elizabeth, come here. No, Benjamin, I'm sorry. I've got to run this again. I need space. Oh, shoot. Those eyes. That did not go over well. I was too abrupt. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix that. But not now. Okay. Cross the ankles in the lift. Tighten the chaînes. Okay, I can do this. I can. I do. I survive. The paper comes out. Elizabeth is hot. I've never been called hot. Cool. I reread that review over and over and over again. They even give me a glowing review for my role as Ginger. I actually did it. I've arrived. I go to the studio riding high from the previous night. But Benjamin won't look at me. That felt strange. What's going on? Oh. I hurt his feelings last night. Class ends. I put on my point shoes for a run-through for tonight's performance. But Benjamin has us all sit down to talk about last night's show. Elizabeth, not a single turn in all choreography. No balance. Very bad. Nothing. Can't do nothing. Cassie, you do Elizabeth's role in Stonegate now on. Stay, learn part into their rehearsal. We work extra, so you know. You will be very good. She is sweet. She doesn't deserve the anger I feel. She's talented. She is stupidly young. She has her whole life in front of her to do this stuff. It is my last chance at a major role. I earned this. It's my turn. She hasn't even begun to live yet. But I can't let my feelings show, or he'll know he's gotten to me. And I don't want Cassie to feel bad. I mean, it's not her fault. She's young. Just took away my last good role that I'll ever get. We're in the studio. Her image visible behind me in the mirror as she learns the role that I only just made my own. Her easy smile as she effortlessly follows in my steps. So distracting. Seriously, how can I focus with this? She has no trouble with the inverted fouette series, naturally. Tonight is my last performance before she takes over. I must not resent her. But it's hard. I suppose I should be angry with Benjamin, but he's hurt and is lashing out. And as I've said before, ballet is not a democracy. It's more of a benign dictatorship. At least benign until it's not. Stone guest ends. We start work on Nutcracker. I'm given a walk-on role. 3 weeks with nothing to do until the end of Act 2, when I run on stage, get a balance in attitude, and run off. Benjamin's anger at being rejected shows no sign of having abated. But it's over. Finally. We are all called to a meeting. Betty stands in front of the large studio, facing us. I know you're all wondering what this meeting is about. Well, Ballet Idaho has had some financial difficulties through the years, but I think we have really found a great solution. Tony Kimball has agreed to direct our company. She's going to combine Eugene Ballet with Ballet Idaho to form one big company. It'll have a board of directors in each city to do the fundraising. So our company is saved. This does mean that Benjamin will no longer be with us. We are so grateful for his years of service, his talent, his direction. And unfortunately, this transition also means that some of you will no longer be with us. Tony is keeping all of her dancers from Eugene, but we did negotiate a deal. So those of you who live here year-round will also get a contract for next year. And there may be an extra couple of contracts the rest of you can audition for. We did do our best by you all. I know those of you who are staying on will be thrilled to welcome Tony back as full-time director. The dressing room after the announcement. So, did you know we were in such dire financial straits? All companies are, but we have Esther's McDonald's French fry money to support us. I thought we were comparatively okay. I haven't heard anything about her pulling funding. Maybe she's tired of being the only one paying the bills. And poor Benjamin. Why are you worried about Benjamin? He's been so mean to you. What does he have left? What's he going to do? And most of us. How is this a good thing? Two companies becoming one company is not saving a company. That means one company's folding, even if a handful of dancers do get jobs next year. I really think that this has something to do with Benjamin's disappearance last year. He acted mighty strange about all that. Still, you would have thought that if they were gonna replace him, they would have just replaced him and not the whole company. It's good you have a job next year. So Benjamin has been let go, and I am let go. I'm based in New York, not Boise. I call my agent. There's really nothing out there for me. Companies are folding right and left. Even my agent is going out of business. I just hope I can find something when I get back to New York. Benjamin and I are both past our prime. After class, Benjamin asks me for help with his resume. We meet over coffee. So, what do you think of resume? Is good? Does he really think I'm going to be able to help him find a job? Who's going to hire him after losing a job in Idaho? Right. It's very nice. Maybe you can put the ballets that you choreographed for the company over in a separate column here. And do you have anything you can add about your training to put up here? Is important? Okay. American like that I Russian trained, yes? You like too. A good Russian teacher, a good Russian method. Yes, I like your classes. They're really good. Yes. And you like me too. Yes. So, you know dancer. I know director. What you say? I don't know what would have happened if I had said yes.
Really
Thank you,
great.
Elizabeth. And our next performer is Johanna Courtleigh, and she will be performing a show called My Mother's Cat.
Miss, I want for you to be okay with my bleeding. Mother loves you, little Flausch. This is what she calls a cat. Flauschig. What a name. I have never liked a cat so good. You cannot trust them. But oh, now I am having to, yeah, since my mother cannot keep her here. You are sure? You cannot make these exceptions one time? I will pay you the extra. It would make her so much more the happy she misses. This I know. Always crying for the cat to come. She does not cry for me, by the way. I never even see her smile when I walk in the door, but oh, if I bring the cat. I know. Yeah, strict pet policy. Everything in this world is so strict. But this is just a lazy old cat. All she would do is to sleep and sit in my mother's lap. No running around, no tearing up the things. It would be very simple. But no, you say no, always a no to what might make an old woman happy. But okay. If not, I bring her, Sunday only, okay? I will sneak her in. I don't care, the rules. It is the only time I see my mother make the smile. She does not smile for me. I don't know if she even knows who I am anymore. Yeah, I know this is what happens. And she and I are never so close, especially after we come this country. Yeah, okay, it's difficult when you have so much of the starting the new life, finding the language and trying to fit into something different, very different from where you come. Who has time for the child? My parents were what you call running on the fumes, yeah. I learned just to be quiet and not to bother. But here I am, bothering about a stupid cat. And I'm sure, Miss Penny, I am bothering you. Oh, well. I never felt so home here in the US. So when it was time for me to go to the university, I went back to Germany. I finished the school and took on the job. I didn't belong here. I don't belong there. And so now here I am again. I came when my father was dying. This was, I think, what, 3.5 years? And I took the care of my mother until I could no longer do. She was not so happy for me to come, by the way. No need to bother coming, Angelica. I can take the care fine on my own. She learned too good to be alone. Everyone was alone. So there was no little joy in the house until my mother discovered the cats. They were her real family, not so good for me, but oh well. Now you could say a crazy cat lady who cannot have a cat no more. I know she need to be here. And I know you are best you can with the caring. But I also have to say, I hear how you speak to her. And the other old people here, like they are the small children. Good morning, Mrs. Werner. How are we today? You do not speak like this. You speak to her as an adult who has had a difficult life, yeah? Not this high-pitched baby talk you do. If she used to feel at home, you make this feel like her home and talk to her normal. She is still a woman in there, even if she needs the help with her food and the cleaning and her toilet. And please, how many times do I have to say, you call her Hilda in a normal voice, not this Mrs. Werner. Treat her with respect, yeah? Not to try to make her do the speaking, not to force the food. If she wants to stay in her room, please, you let. If she is in pain, you give her the medicine. And she does not need the medicine for what you call this depression. She has a right to feel what her life's been like. Of course she has this depression, and you say no to the one thing that would help her cat. Not to be put on these drugs. I will not allow. I need your agreement. I'm done with this conversation. No, no, no. I want to share you some things. Maybe then you will have more of the understanding, because you do not know my mother. If you did, there would be none of this baby talk. You do not know so much about your parents growing up. You do not even think to ask. And then when you do, so much of the time has passed. Mother, what was your childhood like? Oh, normal. But what is normal? But you grew up in the war. Yes, yes, everything was fine. We were fine. But she was not fine, as if I did not know. After we moved here, she was always cooking something or busy with the sewing. And then later, there was a garden, very nice. Everything so precise and beautiful. And she would spend the hours just making sure everything stay alive. I had no interest in the plants. I was busy with my studies and then moving back to Germany. But when I was getting ready to bring her here, I'm of course going through her belongings, the old clothes in her closet, a few of the trinkets she brought over, the old overcoat of my father. Yeah, she kept, sometimes just to put a face in to smell. And his pipe. Yeah, he smoked a very, very strong smell, like the burning of the leaves in the fall. So many things the smell can remind you. Good, not so good. And she's in the living room with her tea and the cat. Yeah, as I pack up what is left of her life. Well, there was no speaking to her, of course. My mother stopped making much of the talking many years ago, even before my father died. We would have a short phone call once in a month after I move away, just to hear the sound of each other's voice, and letters every 2 weeks or so, saying pretty much the same thing every time. The weather is nice. Your father is good. I made a beautiful putterkuchen the other day. What is there to say? My job is good. I like my apartment. The weather is getting cold now. There was no what you call the closeness. Yeah, there was nothing. When I ask her about the village she lived when she was a girl, she says, oh, we were so far out in the country, no real village. When I ask how she and my father meet, she tell me, oh, in the school. But he was so many years older, 6 years. Yes, it was a large school, from the little to the big. But I thought you come from a small village, Mother. Yes, people come from all over to go there. He was a nice boy, I was a nice girl. We become the friends. Did your parents approve of you liking someone so much the older? Why so many questions, Angelica? Yes, everything was fine. Now please, you go. You make me a cup of tea. You would have been 10 when he was 16. Please, Angelica, tea. Yeah, I don't believe she is hiding always something. But you are taught to be so polite that you do not ask so many of the questions. You accept, and then you also do not do the sharing. This is what our family was like. Very quiet, lonely, yeah, okay. But you do not think to feel about it. You just get on with whatever it is you do. So I'm packing for her to come here. And I notice, a box. I do not know how I never see this before. Just a simple wood box, tucked in the corner of the closet, high up. covered with the dust. I pull it down. What is this? I say to myself. This box is very old. It has been not open for I don't know how many of the years. I open things from her early life, a hair clip from perhaps when she was a girl, a silver-framed mirror that belonged to my grandmother, I think. A couple of letters my grandfather has written after the war are fragile, like tissue paper or crumbled, so almost impossible to read. And then, oh, what is this? Ein small book. The page is barely holding to the binding. I open and see. It is my mother's handwriting, younger, but still, there is no mistaking. A diary she kept from before I was born. Things she never spoke. I start to read, careful she does not come in and see. I've read it many times now. How her parents had taken the worst risk and hidden over a dozen of the Jews in the cellar. They must have been the radicals, and she only a girl, not really understanding what is going on. Everyone had to keep very quiet, had to sacrifice, of course. Everyone did. And they were trying to feed all those people hidden there, to keep them clothed and warm. How do you do? And then pulling up the bedpans and sending down whatever little food. Trying to buy more than they need and not draw the attention was very difficult. Especially no one had the money for the extra. There could be no babies, no children, of course. It was too dangerous. There was one time she wrote, a woman who come, very pregnant, very scared. They had to tell, no. My mother watching it all, not understanding. And then she wrote, hearing the gun shooting in the night and sometimes in the day. It was just too much as a risk, the possibility of crying, and then the pain of making the baby come out. No electricity, no light, no water running down there, where they would keep the potatoes and the other things for the winter. Now full of the people hunted by the SS. One of the men died. Oh, what do? You cannot leave him there. The smell is already very terrible. All those bodies not bathing in any kind of way. They do not change their clothes, clean the teeth. This is why my grandfather take up the smoking of the pipe, smoking, to cover the smell. Everything smell like the pipe. Of course, tobacco is very hard to find, but he do, because that is something that has to happen. And then, he has to take the body very heavy up the stairs and get it as far away as he can. Very dangerous with the soldiers always coming to check. So in the middle of the night, he goes, and they do not know if they will ever see him again, or if there will be someone soon pounding down the door. They do not even breathe for a long time. Even though my mother was so young, she was aware, watching everything. And finally, he returned home, his hands blue with the cold. It is late fall, and he has dragged the body out 2-3 kilometers maybe, and left it far out into the woods. He couldn't dig a grave in the garden. How could he do? Everyone living in such a state, there could be no friends, no one you could even begin to trust or ask for the help. Because at any time, someone might decide it's too hard and turn and become one of the enemy. And when someone from the school might ask my mother if she could come for a visit to play, she would politely say, oh, thank you. My mother isn't feeling so well. Today would not be good. But there was a boy. There was always a boy, a young man really. You do not stay a child so long in this kind of life. He is there alone. His parents had already been sent to the camps, the ovens one had to assume. And my young mother, lovely back then, I am sure, just from the looking, fell in love with him. Now you would call it a crush, bringing down the bread and water and secreting a little look, a wave of the hand. This Jew, living in the cellar with the others, was my mother's hope for some kind of little happiness. Of course, she could not even let her parents know. Everything was thought to be hiding, and she just wrote a few words here and there, but especially about the boy, Klaus. Eventually, of course, finally, the war ended, but still, my grandparents had to slowly secret these people from out the house. They were afraid of maybe being called up on the war crimes, harboring these criminals, the Jews. And finally, my mother and this boy got to speak, to carefully begin to get to know. And later, they married. And after many of the years, I was born. My mother thought she was barren. Not enough of the food will do that. So I was a surprise. We moved to Berlin when I was just a baby, but oh no, on the wrong side. And very quick, there's the war, the guards, the towers, the guns, the dogs. And then when the wall came down, of course, we fled. No one knew if the soldiers would come back and build the wall again, even higher. No one knew what was going to happen next. I remember all of us carrying the few precious things my family could take. And we ran as far as we could on the foot, and then by the train. We got to France, and then made our way here. To begin whatever our new life might look. It's hard for me, of course, coming to this country. People are unkind, and I was the stranger. I tried to fit in, but it was never so easy. We did not have the money for the fancy clothes or the nicer things. And they hear the accent and they go, oh, what is this? Even now, okay. Everyone afraid of someone, imagining all these terrible things. Anyone who does not sound or look or think like you. And then now, oh yeah. You have your proud boys, oh, so proud. Just like the Nazis. Good people on both sides. Your Herr Führer Trump. They put the children in the cages, and the parents do not know where or how. You tell me how this is different than putting them on the train to the camps. This is the war crimes. Their lives are ruined. And for my mother, of course, I realize now there is always the fear, because it does not go from out your body. What the soldiers do to her and her mother, coming for the women often, you know what I speak. Everyone with the crazy in them, like animals. But even the animals, they do not kill for no reason. They kill for the food or to protect. And recent, before I bring her here, she is walking home one day from the store with her little cart and her few groceries. And she see spray painted on the wall of her apartment, ein swastika. And you think my mother is just another silly old lady? After this, I never hear her speak again. I ask, Mother, please, will you talk to me? She just shake her head the one time. No. And then she declined very quick. So I bring her to you. And you deny her her cat. This is a child, the good one, the angel she wanted for me to be, but I could never. Life is full of the pain, and you carry yours and the pain of your ancestors. You never know who you are until you learn the history of your parents. I never understood, why it was so important to her that we convert to the Judaism when we come to the US. Right away, oh, she had to do. I had no interest, but I was forced. Of course, you do not speak back to your parents. I did not want to go to the Sunday school or learn the Hebrew or have the bat mitzvah. I would ask my mother politely, yes, but why? And she would just hold up her hand to silence me. It wasn't until I read these pages that I understood. It was because of my father and all those who had died in the Holocaust. We had to become the Jews because of what had happened to them. Yeah. She do it for them. There was always the sad look in her eye, but she would come alive, Friday night, the start of the Sabbath, when she would light the candles and say the prayers. This was when I felt I most had my mother. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner, l'hadlik ner, l'hadlik ner. Shel Shabbat.
Thank you, Johanna. And we have one more performer tonight. That is Alma Deleon. She is doing Big MommaWoo-Woo, Tales of a Jail Nurse.
And everyone, please be advised that there is violent scenes and language used here, and trigger warning. Back in the early 1990s, I remember driving from San Pablo, California, across the Bay Bridge, across San Francisco into San Bruno to go work at the county jail facility in San Bruno. I remember having to show up into the gate and have the deputy sheriff search me and my car every day to make sure I didn't bring any contraband or illegal substances. As I parked my car in the area and went to the intercom to have the sheriff's department let me into the jail so I can begin my work in the medical office. As I came in that morning, I went and reached for my radio, made sure I get my supplies ready for the day and listened to report from night shift. Night shift was a male nurse named Joseph Choi, and he worked about 7 to 8, 14 days in a row, night shift, 12-hour shifts. Good morning, day shift. Good morning, day shift. Oh, good morning. Good morning. Oh, very, very quiet night. No problem. Very quiet night all night. Oh, this morning, 6 o'clock, blood sugar. Mr. Johnson have blood sugar 400. Mr. Smith have blood sugar 360. Mr. Rodriguez have a blood pressure 180 over 90. I give him a clonidine. Okay, you recheck him at 10 o'clock. Okay. All right, thank you. Report done. Quiet night. Have a good day, everybody. Okay. Good night, Joseph. Thank you. You must be going to bed now. You must be exhausted. Oh, no. I not go to bed now. I go to my other job. Oh, yeah, I go to other job. I'm real estate agent. Yeah, I work here to make money to buy more houses. Yeah, okay, yeah. No, I don't go home, but you have a good day. Bye. I'd finished packing my pill cart and going around the jail to get my, the nurse's station to get my supplies to take on pill call, making sure that everything was in, locked up in cupboards and drawers with keys so that if any inmate came in, they wouldn't be allowed to touch anything or take anything and steal it. So counts clear, counts clear, counts clear. I'm ready to go and start my day out in the jail. First stop, the drunk tank. We had a designated drunk tank where people arrested drunk or detoxing alcohol were put in a special drunk tank to be observed and taken vital signs and monitored every 4 hours. You see, of all the drugs people use, alcohol is the only one that withdrawal from it would cause death. So we had to do a check on the drunk tank. That morning was my turn. As I went in the drunk tank, there's about 12 men laying around on the floor, moaning, groaning, vomiting. Ugh. The smell in there was disgusting. It smelled like old, dirty, moldy feet and urinated pants and all kinds of gross and nasty smells. And so I went in there and saw a man over in the corner, moaning and groaning. Ay, 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 señor, me duele, ay. I walked over to him. Señor, ¿qué tiene? He turned around. He had a huge lump on his forehead and he was grabbing his stomach and just nauseous and in pain. ¿Qué tiene, señor? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué le pasó en la cabeza? What happened to your head? Oh, señora, la policía. Ay, la policía. They kicked me, señor. Con el bate me chingaron la madre, güey. They hit me, la police. Ay. ¿Qué tiene el estómago? What's wrong with your stomach? Oh, señor. Oh, he's sick, our lady, he's sick. Oh my God, he just vomited a liter of blood. Man down, man down. I need an ambulance, code 3, man down in the drunk tank. Get medical up in here. The nurses arrived. They helped me get Carlos on a gurney. I got to start an IV on him with an 18 gauge. He's going to need some blood transfusions. Señor, señor. Ay, señor, please. Please, señora, please. Ay, help me. No family. No tengo familia, please. No family. Don't let me die. My family is in Mexico. Please let them, please tell them I'm here, okay? Please, señora. Please. They take him out to wait for the ambulance. I go into the station to call the emergency room and let him know he's on the way and prepare. As I leave there and go on to take my pill collie, it's like a trolley and I'm pushing it over towards the female side of the jail. Pill call. Pill call. Good morning, ladies. Pill call. Ladies, good morning. Pill call. One drags out of the bunk and comes up to the gate. She has mandatory antibiotics every day. She has a urinary tract infection and is pregnant. What you want, babe? What you want? Okay, here's your pill, ma'am. Lakeisha Johnson? Yes. Here's your pill, ma'am. She takes the pill, puts it in her mouth, shows me her tongue to make sure she swallows it. I saw her. Lakeisha, show me your hand, please. I saw you. What? Show me your hand, Lakeisha. She palmed it and took the pill and faked it. I said, either take the pill now, Lakeisha, in front of me, or give me the pill. This is unacceptable. Bitch, shut the fuck up, man. Just get the fuck up out of here, mind your own damn business, bitch. I'm a grown-ass woman. Get the fuck up out of here. I don't need your ass shit. Get out of here before I fuck you up, bitch. Lakeisha, I can't do that. I need to either watch you take your pill or I need you to hand it back to me. Shut the fuck up, you stupid ass bitch. Before I fuck you up. She runs, reaches over, grabs me by the shirt, pulls me up against the cell wall, pulls her arm back, about to punch me right in the face. The 3 other inmates in her bunk space come out running, grab her by the back and pull her off of me just before she's about to strike me in the head. I back off and I step away. It's all right, nurse. We got her, man. We got her. She cool. It's cool. She all right. She all right. We got it. We got it, man. We cool. Yeah, it's all right, nurse. We got it. It's cool. I don't know why she did that. She's never done that to me before. I move on to the next cell. Good morning, Maria. I have your pills. Oh, man. Good morning, nurse. Shit, are you all right, man? That stupid bitch, man. I'd fuck her ass up for you in the street, cousin. Nobody hurts my cousin, man. I got you, girl. You all right? Yeah, baby, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for asking. I got your medicine for you. What do you want first? Oh, hell nah, girl. I need my methadone, man. I'm kicking hard, eh? I need to get that methadone right now, eh? Yeah. Girl, I could not sleep all night. The stupid bitches be laying on, crying and screaming all day and shit. They don't let me sleep, eh? How's the baby, mija? Fuck, it's keep me up all night and shit. It gets kicking. And then I take that fucking HIV meds and they fucking like make me nauseous and throw up in my throat and swallow it, eh? Fuck, man. I'm fucking tired of being here, eh? This is messed up, man. They got me isolated. I got nobody to talk to. They don't let me see my kids, eh? I got 2 beautiful kids at home, eh? My little boy's 7 years old, eh? He's so beautiful. He's smart, eh? He's in 2nd grade. He likes sports, man. He's so beautiful. I love my mijo, man. And my baby girl's 3 years old. My sister takes care of her and watches her. I miss my kids, cousin. I miss my kids awful. You know they're HIV too. Yeah, I gave them the virus. They're gonna be all right, ain't they? You think they're gonna be all right? I don't know. I have it too, but I guess I'll be all right. I mean, I just want to get out of here, eh? When do you get out of jail? Do you know when your court date is? Yeah, eh? I'm gonna go to court in 2 weeks, man. My lawyer's trying to get them to let me out for 30 days. And if I do a detox program, they'll let me go home on parole. That'd be great. Yeah, man, I get to see my kids, girl. Oh, that would be awesome, man. I can't wait. All right, Maria. Thank you for stopping by, eh? No problem. If I have some time, maybe I'll swing by later on and check on you, okay? Make sure you let them know if you need anything. As I walk out of the women's dorm, I stop by the deputy station. Deputy. Yeah, Alma, what's up? Lakeisha Johnson just kind of went for my throat and was very upset with me this morning. It's not like her. Is she okay? Oh, yeah, no, Lakeisha's short and shitty, girl. She going to court. And shit's her 3rd felony. She's on 3 strikes, man. She goes to court with her pregnancy and everything. Nah, man, she's gonna take away the baby and send her to prison for life. That's why she's messed up. You see, if she gets another court case by hitting you, it'll delay her prison sentencing to wait in jail for a court case. So she's trying to get some time. All right. I just wanted to make sure she's okay. She's not usually like that aggressive with me. Yeah, I know. Do you want to press charges? Oh, no, not today. I'm fine. She'll get over it, hopefully. I move on to the male side. And on the other side of the jail is the male corridors. And they're in tiers. They're in levels of tiers where there's like 10 cells on each side. And I'm running down the middle of the hallway with a pill cart. And on both sides, there's jail cells with about 8 to 10 men in each cell and about 10 cells per side. I'm rolling my trolley down this bunch of men. Pill call, come pill call. Man, shut up, bitch. Get your fucking pills out of here. Stupid ass, ugly bitch. Pill call. Pill call in. Gentlemen, pill call this morning. Pill call, please. Man, shut the fuck up, you stupid, ugly ass dyke bitch. Told your ass it's looking earlier. Take your stupid, worthless ass pills out of here with you, bitch. We don't want your fucking ass pills, stupid bitch. Ugly fucking fat ass motherfucker. Huh. Hey, man, that's Shamu. Leave Shamu alone. Shamu? No, man, that's Free Willy, yo. That's Free Willy. Nah. That's Barney. Hey, Barney. Oh, man. You fucking ugly ass dyke bitch. Mr. Smith, come and get your medication, please. Fucking medication, you stupid ugly bitch. Who cuts your fucking hair, dyke? Your mama. What'd you say, bitch? You talking about my mama, bitch? Oh, hell no, you didn't talk about my mama, bitch. I'll fuck that. Hey, yo, nigga, that bitch called my man. That bitch called out my mama. That bitch talking about my mama. Oh, no, she didn't, yo. No, fuck that bitch. Oh, hell no. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Deputy, emergency. Code 3, nurse in trouble. Tier 7, emergency, help. I had 4 deputies coming running down the hallway to get me. All I could think about was I signed a paper saying that there are no hostage situations should I be in one. Shit! The deputies came. 4 of them surrounded me and pushed me in my car through the hallway, through the corridor, past through out in the tiers. Whew, that was close. Oh man, that was close. Thank you, deputies. Thank you. Hey, you gonna finish pill call? No, I'm not. I'll get a transfer. I'll switch places with one of the other nurses. I call one of the other nurses doing pill call upstairs, and she comes down and we switch corridors. I head upstairs to the gay tank. We had a gay tank to separate gay men from violent, predatory, sophisticated inmates. They would pick the weaker men, and sometimes if the gay men were effeminate, they would be clobbered or raped or bothered. So we separated them. Pill call. Tyrell Jones. Hi, girl. Oh, don't call me that name, girl. It's Candy Champagne, baby. Okay, what you doing, mama? How you doing, big mama woo-woo? Why you all up in here, girl? Where's that other girl? Oh, we had to switch places. Oh, good, girl, because I like you, honey. You call me Miss Candy Champagne, baby. We get along just fine, okay? Thank you. Here you go. Here's your medication. Yes, girl. Baby, I'm going to take this AZT right here, baby, because these tired ass motherfucking hoes up in here trying to get and sell and buy my drugs. These are my medicine for my health in my body, yo. I ain't selling my shit. I ain't giving that shit away. Y'all need to get up out of my face, okay? I ain't trifling motherfucking hoes. I ain't having it, girl. I am so done with this place, girl. You know, I need to get back out to my street, baby, because you know what? I had a life, okay? This ain't shit, mama. I made a mistake. I was at the wrong place at the wrong time. Ended up in this bitch, okay? But you know what I'm finna tell you, girl? Back on the street, girl. I had it going on, baby. I'm high rolling shit, girl. Are you kidding me, baby? I go up in the mother load, and all them motherfuckers with money, Skrilla, they be coming up with me, girl. They be like, they're like, honey, them rich men, they would wine me, dine me, and 69 me. You know what I'm saying, girl? Yes, baby. Girl, I was prime rib. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get out of this bitch and get back to my life, girl. Done. Okay? All right. Candy, champagne. You take it easy, y'all. About getting your medicine. Good luck with that. So as I leave there, I have to go back and make rounds around the jail and pick up kites or medical requests from inmates that wanted to see medical evaluation. So I'd go around the dorms picking up kites. And one of my favorite deputies was in his dorm, and I pulled the kites and I say, hey, Mark, Deputy Stevens, how you doing? Hey, Alma, how you doing, girl? Hey, man, I heard some ruckus this morning coming from your radio, girl. Yeah, it was pretty rough this morning. You don't want to know. Girl, I heard that, honey. No privileges. After 3 o'clock when count's clear. No phone privileges. No, you take a shower in the morning. No, put your name and sign up. No, I'm sorry. No, not today. Girl, I am so ready to get out of here. Honey, I got my transfer papers. I've been waiting 10 years. I'm transferred. Really? Where are you going, deputy? I'm going upstairs to the courtroom. I'm gonna be a bailiff. I am so excited. I've never wanted to be in the jail. No, you get away and no, put that phone down. Hang it up now. No, girl, I am going to go up be a bailiff. That is such a nicer job. That way my husband can come and have lunch with me. Girl, this is just, I don't like it. And these uniforms are so hot, make me sweaty. Ugh, and the stench in here with these means. Oh, I can't wait to go. No, put your shoes on. Put your shoes on and go into the shower. Girl, I can't wait to get out of here. Are you planning to get a transfer? Oh, no, deputy, I'm good here. I'm planning to do as much time as I can. I think, it's my first year here, so maybe I'll do another year or see what happens, but I'd like to transfer eventually. I got time. I'm in no hurry. Well, you good luck, girl. I'll still see you when I'm upstairs in the courtrooms. I'll look forward to it. Maybe we can have lunch someday. Say hi to your husband for me. Will do. No, get back over there. As I finished my day, I ended up working in the jail for 3 years. And after that, I transferred to within the county and worked the AIDS ward, the psych ward, the cancer ward, and the urgent care ward with the homeless. Most of the time, I had most of the inmates I had seen in jail and met in jail. I continued seeing them throughout my career in public health. I'm fine now. I've graduated. I've retired. I've lost the weight, grown my hair. I live on a beautiful houseboat near the Golden Gate Bridge. This is what I used to look like.
Oh my God, Bob.
When I was in the jail, I looked like that, and now I look like this. So life is much better. I'm rested, I'm well, and I'm healthy. I have the most amazing memories from my life as a nurse. One of the most memorable patients was whom you met earlier, Maria Martinez. 30-year-old female Latina with children, HIV, pregnant, and a dead husband, and facing life in prison. She ended up getting out. She ended up getting released to go to a 30-day program to withdraw from heroin and methadone. On her 21st day, she came to see her psychiatrist when I was working in psychiatry AIDS crisis. I was in the office next to the psychiatrist. She came to visit me. She goes, "Hey, cousin, Nurse Alma, girl, good to see you. Oh my God, I love you so much. You helped me so much. God, never forget you. Guess what? They let me detox. I got 21 days, man. As soon as I get 30 days, they're letting me out to go see my kids, man. I can't believe it. Thank you. It's finally coming to good things. Oh, Maria, I'm so proud of you. Go, girl. That makes me super happy for you. All right, Alma, thank you. 9 days later, we got a phone call. She did get out of her 30-day program, but instead of going home, she went to her dealer's house, took a gram of heroin, overdosed, and died. I'll never forget her. Another patient that probably has affected my life for every day or for a long, long time is a man they used to call Midnight. Midnight was a short, dark black man who lived on the streets and probably did crack, and He had big bulging eyes and came in every day for eye drops for his glaucoma. And he'd come in and go, where's my eye drops? Give me my eye drops. You got eye drops? Give me eye drops. I'm hungry. You got $1? You got $1? I'm hungry. And I used to make fun of his voice. And I used to imitate his voice and make the other nurses laugh. And one day I was making myself laugh, talking like him. And I realized something. His voice sounded familiar.
Louis Armstrong.
Give my eye drops. Give my eye drops. I see skies of blue, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry. I watch them grow. They'll know much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, yeah.
Thank you all very much for coming out tonight, and be sure and check out all the other shows here at the Marsh 7 days a week. There are things to see. And tomorrow night we'll be back with some of the other people from the same class. So thank you very, very much for coming out tonight.
It happens, right? You're on your way to a very important meeting.
The right one, and finally, I turn to the place I always turn when I'm utterly lost and desperate.
Livelier. Can you do something a bit livelier? Of course I can.
We need to talk to you right now. We just need a momento. You can do your homework later.
I composed this song in prison. It sounds.
Walking down the street, going to the theater. I mean, I had many breakfasts at Venus, and then I
read a little excerpt from it right now.
Excerpt. I love that word. Excerpt.
And she would call me like from a self-help home. She'd go, they have their Sabbath on Fridays. Did you know that?
1, 2, 3, 4. And up.
Your ability to be online, pre-check how you look on camera, and also check for glasses. You see how much glare is on that?
Know that we are one.
It sounds like hell, if you know what I mean. But for some reason, we call it living the dream.
Okay, 069, and I don't want any of your smart aleck sex talk that I usually get when I get 069.